juxtaglomerular apparatus. On this juxtaglomerular apparatus, there is presence of RAS, and these RAS activates this is the one that regulates blood pressure. And then this is the place where macula densa is present. Okay, there are presence of renin is in kidney. If you're talking about angiotensin, it is present in liver, and if you're talking about ACE, it's present in the lungs. Okay, so macula densa is just present where? It is present in distal straight tibial. Okay, they are tall. Okay, tall. What does? Oh my god, I'm so bad at spelling sometimes. Can't even pronounce tall. So yeah, they are tall, narrow, and dense. Okay, juxta, and then if you can, there is presence of one more cell, which we have already learned about, which is juxtaglomerular cells. Okay, they if they want to be stained, they need special stains. Okay, and again there is presence of lacy cells here as well, and these lacy cells are also called as extraglomerular mesangial cells. Okay, simple. And this juxtaglomerular cells, these are secretory vesicles. Okay, now we'll be discussing about this tubular system. Super simple, I'll tell you. Okay, tubular system. Okay, I'll be drawing a big nephron here. So this is my big nephron. There is glomerulus. No, there is Bowman's capsule. There is renal corpuscle. Okay, this is proximal convoluted tubule. Okay, then thick descending, then thin descending, thin ascending, distal thick ascending, and then distal convoluted tubule. This getting connected to collecting duct or tubule. You continue this, forming, this is again proximal convoluted, proximal straight, which is thick, this is proximal thin, descending, ascending thin, thick, distal convoluted, collecting duct. This is what collecting. Okay, super simple, right? So there are three things that you need to know from tubular system. There is proximal thick, thin segments. Okay, thin segments, and then there is distal, which is going to be distal thick. So there are two things that you need to know, which is present in proximal thick: convoluted and straight. Okay, convoluted and straight. This is also called as convolute, and this is also called as recta, which is being straight. There is thin parts of segments are called as ascending and descending. This being the ascending and this being the descending. So this being the descending, this being the ascending. This goes down and then this comes up. Okay, and if you keep an eye on it, there are layers. Okay, so this being the cortex, this being the outer medulla, this being the inner medulla. This is the basic context. And if you actually zoom it out, this becomes the whole kidney. Okay, yeah. So there is presence of straight, and then there is presence of convoluted. And if you're talking about the loop of Henle, so this whole structure is what we call it as loop of Henle. So there is proximal straight, and then there is